Hey, sorry for the bad audio quality. Sean took my microphones to record the Big Berry podcast. Go check that out if you haven't. I just wanted to quickly let you guys know that if you're in the New York City or Westchester area, Two Mic Minimum is having its first live stand-up show happening at Lucy's Laugh Lounge in Pleasantville, New York on December 7th, 7:30 p.m. We're putting on a really fantastic group of our previous guests who you might know from listening to our past episodes. We got Samantha Ivy on the show from Orlando, Florida. We got Brian Morris from Madison, Wisconsin. We got Nick Fields from Dallas, Texas. And headlining the show, we have a local favorite, Monty Mason. Very funny guy. Tickets are only $10. No drink minimum. That's a great deal for a comedy show, especially one that features a great group of New York City comics. And if you're also interested in seeing the magic of the Two Mic Minimum podcast happening up close, we're going to be recording our first live episode right before the show at 6 p.m. That's absolutely free to come to. So if you want to come to that before the show, we'd love to have an audience for that show. We're really looking forward to recording live in front of all of our fans. But either way, December 7th, 7:30, $10 tickets for a show. You can get your tickets at lucyslaughlounge.com. Please come check it out. Unless you're one of our Russian listeners, in which case you probably won't get a visa in time. But anyway, we hope you enjoy this week's episode. Take care. R.I.P. Kamala Harris.
Rest in peace.
Did I start off really loud again?
You did. I don't know why. You're at 6. I started off loud too. That's weird.
Sorry for the Chrissy episode, because like the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, we were.
First 20 seconds, I'm like, until Sean's like, you're really loud, and then I sound normal, and I was so scared, being like, oh my god.
This has been louder than usual. I don't know why. Like I did a podcast last week with for the Big Berry, and it was like everybody was low too, and everybody just kept spiking, and they weren't talking particularly loud. So
yeah, so
who knows?
Just so you know, this is just proof to everyone that we don't check the audio or the audio levels before we start.
Well,
recording.
I just look to make sure it's always recording, and that it's at least in the yellow. See, again, we're loud right now. I don't know why we're so loud. It's not that. We're at normal.
Oh, piece of shit equipment.
But it's good at that.
But it is like the best thing you can get on the market.
Oh, 100%. We could have paid thousands for like a studio.
Yeah,
like,
if you want to buy us like a studio, we'll have you on the podcast.
Or if you want to just, I don't know, hire us to be part of your comedy network, that'd be cool. You know?
Yeah, sure.
One of those, that'd be good. We'll sell out in a second.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We are ready to sell out.
We're young and ready to
young,
get that
dumb,
cash.
and full of ready for money.
Ready for money and come.
and come. Of course, always come.
Yeah, so it's been a while. It's been
we should tell people who we are first, because you're listening to
Two Mic Minimum. Your fingers feel so soft and warm today.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I did just take a shower before you came.
It makes me feel good in this cold weather we're having.
It's a nice toasty house.
Just so you know, if you guys aren't in the East Coast area, if you're listening from Orlando or San Antonio, New York is a winter wonderland now.
Kind of a surprise storm, I thought. I didn't see anything about it last week.
It's so funny because every time there's the first snowfall in the East Coast, like people just immediately freak out.
Everyone forgets. Oh yeah, I live in
forgets. But like everyone's just like, there's a storm coming. It's a storm, and it's like we get 4 inches here.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad Sunday, but yesterday it was pretty bad.
Now upstate, it actually.
Oh yeah, it dumped on Kingston.
But here it's like my mom was like, "You sure you want to drive out in this storm?" I'm like, "There's 2 inches of snow and it's not sticking. Yeah. It's not a."
I hosted Lucy's last night and it was fine. The problem I made was going to Olive's afterwards like a fucking idiot.
Oh no!
And then the drive back, that actually was pretty scary. People were slipping and sliding all over the place.
Oh shit! Yeah, because it's like it was just the Mario Cuomo Tappan Z.
No, well that was pretty okay. They solved that pretty well. Okay. But then I took 9 back. Ice hell. They didn't do any of it. and I was like,
Yeah,
well, this is dangerous.
That actually did happen to me on the Sprain. I was driving on the Sprain, and there was just like just slush.
I know. I couldn't even like swipe on Tinder while driving. That's how dangerous it got. I couldn't fuck with my phone the entire time.
you were saying you're texting a match, being like, "Hold on, I gotta pay attention to this ice."
No, I have that. That is probably how I go. Is Tindering and driving.
Just like I'll get you in 5 once I clear this ice pad. There's some bad rubbernecking here.
Yeah, it was bad. It was crazy last night. I was like, fuck. It came out. It didn't come out of nowhere.
It's snow, and now we're used to it. Now we're ready.
Now we're back to it.
There's always a habit here in the East Coast of people freaking out, and now understandably, if it's snowing, like I heard someone died in South Carolina because it snowed there.
Yeah,
and they just don't know how to deal with snow.
What is this?
Like someone just steps on snow and they forget it's slippery and they just fall and die.
Yeah, no, that happens a lot. Yeah. A lot of skulls get cracked open.
Yeah, but
and once again from Washington Post now, Senator Kamala Harris has dropped out of the presidential race.
Right. Yes.
Confirmed,
as we said. In the
breaking news to all of you.
Yeah, breaking
news. We'll hear this on
news.
Thursday, but
yeah. Well, now you'll actually be able to put a time to when we recorded this because it's like literally as soon as this news broke, we just started recording.
Breaking news. All right, let's break some news and hope it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say Bernie Sanders has another heart attack doesn't die, but has another one between now and Thursday. If that happens, come to our show.
Because then
if I guess that right.
We are literally funny comedians and correct oracles.
Yes, but I guess let's start with just at the top of the quick plug. People, we do have our show this Saturday, December 7th, Lucy's Laugh Lounge. It's a fucking great lineup. I'm really proud of all the comics we got to come on this. I am
extremely proud. Like they're all really great, really seasoned.
Peter and I are easily the worst ones on this fucking lineup.
That is not a lie.
That's not. There's no hyperbole in that. Like Monty Mason's headlining, he's one of the funniest guys I think I've ever met in my entire life.
Right,
like,
local favorite.
He's better than some top touring headlining comics, in my opinion.
Yeah, and let's go down the lineup real quickly. We got Samantha Ivy
from our Orlando episode.
Florida. She's opened for Jeff Ross.
Yes,
that's one of her credits. We got Brian Morris from Madison, Wisconsin. He's done a lot of college shows. He's I forget the competition names, but he has won competitions over in Wisconsin or at least got second place in some of them. And then we got Nick Fields, who is honestly
from Dallas, Texas.
What intonation!
But he's been a great follow and new friend, I guess.
Honestly, he is one of the friendliest and most charismatic guys I've ever met in comedy. It's really cool.
He's really cool guy.
And you can actually listen to him soon on Back of the Book because Aaron told me.
That's right. Yeah, he's going to be on,
which is really cool. So
that's another sister pod.
Yeah, check out Back of the Book. It's honestly a very great listen.
Yeah, it's a fun podcast.
Very entertaining.
I produced it. Was on an episode.
Sean was on the.
You're going to be on an episode soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be on an episode once like Aaron has money to record with me.
Yeah,
and then we'll get that done. But honestly, yeah, recommend. Just so you know, it's she takes a free self-published book on Amazon with a comedian guest, and they read the back of the summary, and they try to improvise a story based on the information they're given from the summary.
Yes,
and just a very, you do get invested in the suspense plot of it all, which I always find like very entertaining, especially with parodies.
You know, I shit on improv, but it was one of the most fun improv I ever got to do. But you can also meet Aaron this Saturday at our show.
Yeah.
Gotta plug it. We gotta plug it a lot this month.
If you don't want to see her do comedy, but you just want to meet her, come to our show.
Yeah, you meet her, we'll prop her up. You can shake her hand.
Yeah, no, I mean, like,
if you're a dude, you can be creepy towards her. You know, we don't care.
We are not responsible for any sexual harassment at our show.
Yeah, don't be creepy to her.
Yeah, don't be creepy to her. Even though, like, if you love the hard times and you love someone who you fetishize as goth or punk for some reason, even though she's not, go meet Aaron at her show.
Exactly. Nice. We haven't done a dual in a while.
Yeah, that shows we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we're getting
not
back
knowing
to
what we're talking about.
I feel like I hang out with you every day, but I realize it's like once every like month now.
No, it's like, well, it's been a while since like we hang out like so much less now. It's only when we like run the door for shows.
Yeah.
And then even then, sometimes I get busy. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't come. I got a lot of shows I got to work this week.
Yeah,
I'm doing Marty tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that one. Actually,
we'll plug our shows, our other shows at the end because I got some shows.
I got some shows coming up. I
got some shows.
Yeah. So what else?
Nice footsie you gave me.
Yeah, I'm wearing my shoes.
He's wearing his big man shoes.
my manly boots.
What else? What else is there? I mean, I don't think there's anything else to
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
What time is it now, Sean?
It is time to catch up on comedy. Hey! I've done that joke.
Nice trap remix of The Lion King.
I know, a little bit, right? That had some fire bars to it, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so actually, you have something interesting to talk about because you did a college gig recently.
I did.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes, well, it was fun. I think I plugged in last time. It was just you and I.
Yeah.
It was at Pace University. It was a fun college/fraternity show. I mean, it was like done through the college, but it was a fraternity sponsored one. I had gotten this gig because we did this roast thing for their like cancer. It was a weird event.
Long ago. Yeah, it was. We got a roast booth. Who got us that? Frankie.
Frankie did. It was a roast booth for a cancer fundraiser. It was dumb. I'm not being completely honest. It was stupid.
Now we weren't roasting people who had cancer. That's not what this was at all. So basically, it was a fundraiser at a college, like one of those in like those big gymnasiums, and they have a bunch of booths of people like doing stuff. Like Frankie.
Yeah.
This was under Relay for Life. Frankie got us a booth to like represent Lucy's, and we would give out like promo codes for shows, and then we'd also like roast anyone who wanted to be roasted, and it was actually kind of fun.
It was fun. It was a fun evening.
There was like a lot of people who like would bring their friends.
But in that we met a nice fraternity of guys. I was like, hey, you guys ever want to do a comedy show? They're like, oh, we actually already have one scheduled for next November with Dante Plush, who was a former brother of theirs. Fraternity brother. He's like, oh, cool. And so then we're like, hey, you think we got anybody can be on it? So we submitted a bunch of tapes to them. They asked me and Kendra Dawsey to be on, and we went. And then here's the thing. I didn't realize how much like legal hassle has to go through it all. I had to sign all these fucking waivers. I assumed it was just gonna be at a fraternity house, and I just show up and drink some beers with the boys.
Yeah, no, but it was like an actual like campus events, sponsored.
Yeah, campus events sponsored thing. It was in like their like main rec hall, I guess. Right. Just behind like their
what waiver did you sign? Just being like, don't tell your dirty.
I'm still waiting
problematic
I'm still waiting on the check from them. I need to send them an email.
I didn't know I got paid.
Oh, I got paid. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Big buckaroos.
Oh yeah, college gigs.
$50.
I mean, nice.
It's not bad.
That's like...
So in the last email I got for the thing, they're like, so you're doing 30 minutes, right? And I'm like,
yeah.
I am now, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a typo. I was supposed to do 20 minutes.
But you and Kendra...
Kendra and I... So we got there. I got there, it's an 8 o'clock show. I got there at 7 o'clock like a normal person.
Right.
I'm just wandering around this fucking university for an hour, waiting for people to show the fuck up. I realized I had killed so many kids. I could have just murdered all of them. Like there was no security whatsoever.
There's like very little security at pretty much any college. I think. I don't think there.
I guess that's why they keep getting shot up. It was so like
I think it's high schools, not universities.
I guess high schools. Yeah.
Kids, I haven't heard of a university.
Kids kill themselves in college. They don't kill each other. Responsibly.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Not true. So I get there, and then Kendra shows up. Then we're waiting on everybody. And I'm like, okay. They put a whole nice food spread for us. It was nice. They had a whole like.
Was it for everyone?
Buffet for everyone, but we got first dibs, which was nice. Like they had some good food.
Nice if they just gave you a food spread.
Yeah, like all
like
right.
in a green room, being like,
cool.
Okay, cool.
And we get there, and like there's no kids there, and I'm like, it gets 8 o'clock. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I get paid either way, but
that's true.
But then like 8:02, and like 60 kids show up, and then
nice.
That's why they're college kids. They're idiots. Don't give a fuck about punctuality.
No,
they're all
of course
showing up
not.
in fucking sweatpants and like
Yeah.
And I had to realize,
pace you.
Yeah, and I had the realization that fuck, that's right. It's a Friday night. These are all the loser kids that aren't out drinking. And
yeah, no one cool is going to campus events on a Friday night.
Yeah, the problem there was only one problem with the room though. It was just like a brightly lit room. They couldn't.
I did see that in
they couldn't turn off the lights or give us a
Instagram
spot or
photos.
anything. And it wasn't the worst, but it was okay.
Yeah, it's always frustrating.
It was a nice stage, and I went up. I bit the bullet and went first. And I tell you what, it was pretty good. I had a fun time. I did 20 minutes. It was just like a really fun experience. The kids, they're fun to play off of. They bought on most of my jokes and stuff. Like they were willing to let me push the envelope a little too, which was nice. Then Kendra went up and did 20.
Did you do like mostly crowd work?
No, I did like crowd work to start to riff into it. So I acted like a host a little bit too because I was just went up first, And then I was able to do a lot of material. I had a lot of old college material I could do, which worked well. There was a couple of couples and stuff, and I was able to do just a shit ton of like Tinder jokes, Bumble jokes.
That's kind of what makes that demographic easy, is that all the jokes you had from college you can kind of bring back.
Yeah.
And then like they'll work for them in the most part.
And then one of my new stories really, really killed, which I was really happy about.
Oh, that's good.
Because I don't know, you might have heard of that, my story about with the DJ.
No, I haven't heard that one.
I won't burn it on this thing. I think I'm going to do it.
I won't burn it on two mic minimum.
I think I'm going to do it for the show. So
okay, gotcha.
But there was a kid there who was also a DJ that really opened up the entire room, which really helped.
Okay, so, cool.
This went great. So yeah, I had a great experience doing that.
Do you think you could have done 30?
Yeah, actually I did.
Awesome,
I was like I got to 20 and I was like I could keep going, and that made me feel good because I'm like I know I have more material here.
That's
and I could have kept going.
I was terrified when you said you were doing 30. I'm like, this guy right here. Because 30 is like, it's
30 is a lot more.
And it's also like, because after what I've noticed, like the most I've done is like 15. And like after 10, it's like, that's why it's always really helpful to have just like a really long joke, you know? Because it just like, after 10, you need to do so much more than to just like make the audience laugh. You kind of have to get them invested into something. Yeah. And like keep their attention. Because like anyone can do 5, just like do joke, done. Yeah. But once it's longer than 10, it's like, okay, I need to like add some sort of layer to this.
Maneuver and like, I kind of like, I segment my jokes off a little bit, like, okay, fat jokes, work jokes, dating jokes. I kind of lump them all together.
Yeah.
And like, so that worked out way to chunk it out. Like, that's the way I was like preparing myself. I was like, all right, I got like chunk. I know I have 8 minutes of fat jokes and then 6 minutes on dating. Yeah. And then my final 10 now is all I'm working.
Right.
So I'm like, I feel like I have about 26 minutes I know I can do.
That's
and
good.
I know I can do 4 minutes of crowd work anywhere. So
yeah, I have like one joke now that's solid. And I know it's 2 minutes. I'm glad I have that because I can just say I can do a long time. Because it's also like a closer joke too. Like I wouldn't put that in the middle. Because it's like it's just like a really long setup to like just a big payoff. Yeah, and then I can't do anything with it afterwards. But that's cool. Like, did you feel tired afterwards?
I was like ramped up, ready to go for more. That's cool.
Because I heard like from people who actually do like an hour, like it gets exhausting.
Oh, I believe that.
Like you will get tired on stage. You're like, whoa.
Well, it's funny because the night before I had my other show that I produced at the Up Lounge in Nyack. And that went terribly.
Oh yeah, that show.
That show.
I was at that show. You put your phone on silent.
Silent. My
Classic
bad.
2 mic minimum.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story after about my phone right now. But
so yeah, you had this show at
the Up Lounge in Nyack, New York.
Is one of the most interesting bar restaurants I've ever seen.
It's like a complex.
It's 3 stories.
Yeah.
And it kind of like you go in and it kind of looks like some sort of Harry Potter building.
It looks like the deck of the barrows of the Titanic.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting place. And I was worried about it the whole time. So I was like, hey, these ticket sales are always nervous.
Right.
And B, I'm like, how is this going to work? Because like I went there initially, I'm like, I was just like psyched. I was like, and then I was like, because there's this. So there's 3 floors, and the stage is on is in the middle, but the problem is it's like on a floating platform that's in between you and the crowd. And comedy, you kind of want people to be pretty close to you.
Oh yeah,
So, but like I was like, let's give it a fucking try and see how it works. We sold about 13 tickets, which was pretty good for a first one of these. It was an odd night. And it was okay. I hated it more in the moment, but with some time passed, I was more okay with how the night went.
I think the problem is that it's such a big space.
Yes,
and
it's a huge space.
Is not like that's the problem. Is that
13 tickets and everybody's far away from you.
Yeah, that's not a good. Like 13 tickets is cool if it's like at
Lucy's.
Lucy's. I mean, not ideal but like Climate.
Yeah, Climate.
You know, I don't know if they do stuff like that, but like, like that room's very small. If you sold 13 tickets there, you'd have a good time. But like, it's just like everyone's so far apart, and I'm like, I mean, I told you that I think if you could sell out like just one row. Like that second row.
If I got the second rung filled, that would have been.
That would have been fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Gavon
decided to sit on the ledge of the balcony.
I totally called it too because he was like straddling it and he was like trying to figure out like what can I do to like just grab everyone's attention. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna like. I said he was gonna like tightrope on the bucket.
Yeah.
But no, he was gonna like straddle. Like have like one leg over on the edge down by the bar and then one leg on the stage.
Yeah.
But no, he like just sat with both legs hanging on up over the bar.
Yep, just hung up there, just talking to people.
And I'm like, yeah.
Problem is there was a bunch of people at the bar who just wanted to watch Thursday Night Football and not comedy.
I'm like, man, this is gonna be an insurance crisis for this place.
Yeah, but it was cool. They were cool. We're gonna do it again in January.
Yeah,
and we're doing it on a Friday night. We're doing the. You're gonna be on that one.
Awesome. Yeah, come see me then.
Yeah, I think we're also gonna try. I think I'm just trying to set it downstairs next time and just put it on the first floor and just make it a bar show.
Yeah, that would be fine.
That's my thing. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll figure out the details. We won't trouble you with the details.
Other than that, comedy wise, I was on 2 shows last week. I did a guest spot on Joe Prano's show at Lucy's, and then I did a guest spot on Caitlin Murphy's show at Lucy's. Both very fun shows. I enjoyed them both. That's been about me for comedy wise for the last month.
Yeah, I did. I don't know, nothing too interesting. I did the Dwayne Bress Jr. show at Broadway Comedy Club. He actually does a lot of cool shows in New York City. So I was happy to be a part of that. And I was happy I impressed him enough that he'd be like, I'll put you on another one. But other than that, actually, I went up 3rd at the comic strip recently.
Ooh,
I was really happy about that. I'm like, cool, I can leave early. I
think I saw you post about that. I'm like, yeah, I get to leave early.
It was so fucking great. I was like, because like I've
how many people are usually at the comic strip when you go?
How many comics or how much audience?
Comics?
It's always 10.
Oh,
like 10? They always limit it at 10.
Oh, okay.
And usually it's 10 unless people drop. Then sometimes it's 8, but usually people will fill in those extra spots. But I'm usually placed 7th, and I've averaged 7th all the time, so I just expect to go on 7th. But recently I've been getting up earlier and earlier, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside is that when you go up early, you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to walk the audience.
Yeah.
Which is if I'm 7th, I'm like, fuck it, let me do this material. I don't care.
Yeah.
But when you're 3rd, I'm like, I gotta bring it.
Gotta keep the crowd alive, baby.
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, I did have one new joke that worked really well during that set. And I'll probably do it at the show.
Yeah, do it at the show. So the point is, everybody come to the fucking show.
Come to the fucking show. If you're in the New York
show.
area, or if you're passing by the New York area.
Yeah, if you're within 30 miles of Pleasantville, New York.
Yeah,
come to the show.
Yeah,
it's $10, $10 ticket.
Yeah,
and it includes a hand job from me. That's the guarantee. If you come to the show, I will masturbate you one time only, and where you go on the list of people masturbated, that just depends on first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So get there early and buy a ticket and buy drinks.
I can't wait till just after the show.
75 dudes showed up. And
just after the show, you're like, all right, line up, people.
Our compound media boost of a hand job's a hand job.
You put on a doctor's glove being like, this is for sanitary issues.
I got one white glove for masturbating and one black glove for finger in the butt.
Just hear the stretching
yeah.
All right, so cool. Now we'll get into the extra bullshit we have today.
Yeah,
I found something wild last night. Now I gotta
wild and out, baby.
Yeah, now I gotta because I'm doing this on my phone this time because I'm sick of printing
out shit and making life hard.
Okay, Cody Holdridge and comedy complaints. You already know it's gonna be a good one. Okay, yeah. So someone posted. So we're gonna take our journey to Toledo, Ohio.
Ohio.
Somewhere in the Ohio area. I'm not entirely sure. So someone shared screenshots from Messenger. So this person's a comedy hypnotist.
Okay.
It's a professional comedy hypnotist.
So just a hypnotist.
Have you ever been hypnotized before?
No.
I've never been hypnotized.
I think I'd like to do it. But here's the thing. I think it only works on susceptible people.
Yeah, no, they usually test.
Like a Jedi mind trick.
They usually test before the show to see who is susceptible or not. And if you're not susceptible, they're just not going to. Yeah. Because they're going to be like, well, you're just going to.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, what the fuck is happening?
All right, guy.
So this comedy hypnotist messages this female comedian.
Okay.
And
never a good start. Never a good start.
By the way, his name is Michael Oddo. I don't really. It's not.
We're fine with outing him.
Yeah, I'm fine outing him. So Michael Oddo gives the wave on Messenger and says, "What's up? You funny?" And he says, "You letter U."
Oh God. People are long aware of my complaints about that.
I mean, that's classic texting, though. Just shortening words. It's whatever.
It's 2 letters.
He waves, says, "What's up? You funny?" So he doesn't say as a question. He just says, "You funny." And then she responds saying, "Thanks." And then he responds back saying, "Was a question." Lol.
Oh my God.
and she just said, or he just says, I'm seeking an opening act, and she says, haha, yes, I'm funny. And then he says, prove it. Lol.
Oh no.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh.
But she just says, I'm not a clean comic, which I don't know. I guess he's just laying out who she is.
Yeah.
And then he says, you not sent my comedy club act, or which I'm sure translates to, you not seen my comedy club act. Then he says, you pussy work, and then says lol but serious.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and then it just goes off the rail, and she just says, excuse me, and then he's just like, oh, I do a hypnosis show, tired of slow moving comments. And she's just like, why did you ask about my pussy work? And then he just responds saying, if you can't take my naughty mess, you can't work for me.
Oh my god.
For being number 4.
Oh, that's the worst part. That's the worst thing he's done so far.
Just the weird,
the egos on guys who aren't good comedians, or like guys with, it's something like in these weird niches, like magicians and hypnotists are like notorious assholes.
I mean, true, like more so than comics.
Yeah, because like comics, some of them are assholes, but not all.
Right.
You know? Mean, everyone seems like Jim Gaffigan.
I mean, look, there's a lot to unpack with this guy, and we'll get into
are we
it.
Still,
I did some digging.
Is there more and more?
Well,
is this another investigative report by Two Mike Minimal?
Oh, this is an investigative report right here.
We're going to Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, we're going to Toledo, Ohio.
Somehow the only place less sexy than San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, she's basically asking, like, why the fuck are you harassing me? And he just responds saying, like, not going to sleep with you, but you can dream. So, yeah, he's too good for her.
Yeah,
now.
He's too good
for her. The comedy hypnotist no one knows about is too good for her.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. They just argue pointlessly, and then he just says, you won't work for us, bye. You still need to grow up. And then she's just saying, like, who, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not going to go into this whole thing.
Yeah.
He says, I grew up in the sideshow business, and knowing you're defendant means you're not ready.
Defensive. God.
But so this is interesting.
I hope he's drunk at least. Like,
okay,
would that help?
Well, so here's the thing.
Does he by any chance put time codes?
Right. I was going to mention this. So before, I can't see any time codes, but before the last thing before he says, like, knowing your defendant means you're not ready. Before that, he's like misspelling everything.
Yeah.
But once it gets to I grew up in the sideshow business and knowing your defendant means you're not ready, he's spelling it all perfectly.
Okay.
So now he's not drunk anymore. Yeah. So not only was he drunk harassing this girl, he later,
woman
sobers up.
Sobers up is like, I gotta get double down this with proper spelling.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Well, no, he sobers up and then he just gets more defensive, being like, "Look, if you can't take my sexual harassment, I know we're in post Me Too, but if you can't take it, then honey,
listen,
honey, you're not ready for the comedy hypnotism business,
baby. You ain't ready for this shit."
And she just says, "You're rude and vulgar," and he just says, "Okay, that's my show. Bye. You just burnt your bridge at." It's funny, stop by going around my back. I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Pete said you stay in Toledo. I don't know who Pete is.
Pete.
She responds saying, my show is adult content too, but I don't talk to people. What? These people are really bad at
right. I hate these people.
She just says, like, my show's adult content, but I don't know, people don't talk to me that way, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he says, well, most don't. That's what makes me stand out. Thumbs up. Too much. Okay, and then so now we have so this is happening in the afternoon. Now we have a timestamp. I'm assuming I'm going to go back.
So I'm assuming like these are some 2 a.m. texts.
This is 9:27 p.m.
Okay, you can still be drunk.
Yeah, you can still be drunk. And then at like
some of us are adults and don't get that level of drunk until 2 a.m.
And I think around the afternoon he starts getting sober, and then he starts doubling down on the fact that he just like asked a girl about her genitals.
Yeah, that's guys. What you want to do when getting a woman to be on your show and even seducing your life is right around sentence 8 or 9. So, ask about her period. Right. That's what you really want to do.
Yeah, definitely. So this is just scratching the surface because eventually she screenshots this and it's this whole like, okay, we got to
something no guy seems to remember that people have the ability to do.
Well, she screenshots this And then he messages her saying, "You do realize what you are doing is slander and being sent to my lawyer."
Okay.
Could also be criminal.
No, it's not.
It's not because it's what you said.
Yeah.
But what his defense and what he posted on Facebook is that he says, "It looks like I will be filing a lawsuit Monday. If you're messaging about false statements, you will become part of that lawsuit. Graphic software does wonders." And what I found out from people in the area is that what he's implying there is that
she faked all the texts. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
he's just gonna go through.
Yeah, a woman's gonna go through hours and hours of her time editing, writing down a script of making you look bad, and then all these things to get.
I mean, also, you just said, what you're doing is slander within that text conversation.
Yes, that's literally it.
Within that, and also, it's like not easy. It's not that hard for Facebook to release.
It. Also, not even you could literally just bring your phone in. Because you can't edit it off your phone and just show the text.
Yeah.
That's why I don't delete text. I don't know. Some people do. I never delete text.
So apparently Funny Stop Comedy Club is, I guess, where he does a lot of shows. That's in Toledo. And I think they pulled his show, but he still has a show in like December, like late December.
Right, well, people got that
they're not canceling for some reason. And here's the thing: I'm not going to read this Twitter reply because someone asking me like, "Why is he still performing there?" And they just give like a really badly worded. Yeah. It was one of those things where I'm reading this, I'm like, do I know English? So I'm not going to bother.
Our brains are slowly fucking. I feel like I'm taking crazy.
This entire thread is just like really bad, just English, no one spelling shit. At all. So I eventually I was just like, okay, his name is Michael Oddo. I'm like, okay, what is this guy about? I'm sure he's got stuff on YouTube.
Of course he does.
And like what I found is that so I found out like what he does is he does a lot of and this is really bad considering like what he said to this woman. He does a lot of adult themed hypnotism.
There it is.
Shows.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play one of these because one of these is just like after listening to everything this person said to this woman, this just becomes so much creepier.
Yep,
so
there we go.
I'm gonna like cut to the moments.
All right. All right.
So he has all these people
loading.
Okay, no, it's like right here.
Okay.
So basically what he does is he makes like the people, they cut this out, but they make the people do like erotic dancing.
Of course he does. A lot of hypnotists do this shit. Comedy club hypnotist.
You're roaming around looking for food. You are your favorite farm animal roaming around looking for food.
They're on their hands and knees.
Yeah.
Roaming around looking for food.
I guess the one guy's a horse.
Your favorite farm animal roaming around looking for food. That's right, looking for food. But you're gonna notice that you're a horny farm animal.
Oh, Jesus.
Farm animal. And you're gonna start to notice your mate. And you're gonna want to mate with your mate. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna start to notice your fucking mate. Yeah.
It's got the sexy music playing.
Fucking naughty in here.
Oh my God! Please stop.
Your mate is actually the chair that you were sitting in. Your mate is the chair you were sitting in. You're gonna fuck.
All right, that's a little better.
I
guess because it's a chair.
Yeah, that fucking one horny ass.
Oh no.
Chair. You're gonna fuck the goddamn shit out of that chair.
Jesus Christ.
You to that chair. Oh yeah.
One guy is really going to town on that chair.
That chair all nice and fucking horny. Oh yeah, take that.
Oh my God.
Keep them in the same.
He's like, he sounds like a porn star, but like, well, he doesn't sound like it, but he's saying things a porn star would say.
You wouldn't hear that shit in a porn. You wouldn't. Also, like, porn's way less disgraceful.
He's just like, you're so fucking horny. You're so a horny being. Go fuck that chair. Fuck it.
Fuck your little
that
chair. Fuck your little tiny chair.
But it's funny because he just has like this really meek voice. So he's just like, yeah, you go fuck that chair. Fuck it so hard.
And in classic creep fashion, he's a fat, balding, middle-aged man.
Now, I mean, granted, so this is like an old clip.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's evolved.
People can't just do this anymore.
This is not.
There's no way people could do this.
I mean, I don't know. He's like, there's some just freaks in the middle of this country.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, yeah, no, it was fun. That was cool.
I just like, I mean, so I like watched a couple of like, so basically most of his clips on his YouTube channel is this exact hypnotism, is like him just hypnotizing people to like Well, first, like, they do like an erotic dance and they play like a really bad, like, just sexy song to it. And like one of them, like guys are taking their shirts off. Like one girl, like, just like takes her top off.
Nice.
Not bra, but just her top off. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are people going to these shows? Like,
well, I'm just thinking,
not enough people have bought tickets for our show, a quality comedy show, this Saturday, December 7th.
No, what are you talking about? So many people bought tickets.
Well, I mean, but not enough.
So many.
We should be outselling this fucking guy.
Right. Yeah, definitely. If you want us to outsell comedy hypnotist / harasser,
I guarantee nobody's forced to hump a chair at our show. That is a Sean Barry guarantee.
Any chair humping will be
consensual and planned by the person.
Yes,
not by us.
Not be. I can't. Yeah, there definitely probably will be chair humping, but not.
Yeah, that's that. Well, if James Crowley stops by, then some chairs getting humped.
Oh, that's true. Some chairs
little horn dog.
But like I'm just thinking, like, yeah, I feel like if someone just didn't know what they were getting into, and then all of a sudden they're hypnotized.
I'll go see a hypnotist. Maybe he'll make me quack like a duck.
And they're topless, and they're like riding a chair.
Yeah.
Like that feels like a violation to me. Like a big violation.
I don't know. Well,
like here's the thing. Like if people know what they're getting into and they're like, sure, then
they're
it's
like,
fine.
If in his ticket it's like, listen, I'm gonna make you do some kinky animal chair play.
It says in his ticket, like, look,
I'm gonna make you into a little piggy, and a little piggy likes to ride that chair. A wee.
I can't guarantee I'll make you come though, but
yeah, I can't make you come. But
everyone will have a good time though.
I can get you halfway there.
Yeah. No, because I feel like if you're gonna do this now, you're gonna have to lead off with saying, because you can't just do a show. Like you could never
pull a Pete Davidson and have $1 million NDA.
I mean, basically,
yeah.
You just gotta that's my theory with the messages he sent to this woman. Is like, what if he was just trying to hypnotize her?
Yeah, he just through Messenger.
He was just like doing this experimental hypnotism through Messenger.
We live.
That's why
the internet's scary enough as it is already. We don't need people hypnotize people through Messenger.
Just like, you are driving to my house now.
You're driving to this is doing Jedi mind tricks. This is the penis you're looking for.
You are opening my door. You are tiptoeing across my child's bedroom.
You are grabbing the peanut butter out of my cabinet. Yeah. You are slowly applying it to your supple toes.
Shh, do not wake my wife now.
Good.
My wife is a big bad dragon, and she will eat anyone who wakes her up. Yeah. So worst hypnotism by him, because obviously it didn't work.
Did not work. Well, it worked on those people, but did not work on.
Yeah. So I don't know what the history of this guy is going to be now that literally he's a known harasser. And also, like, I feel like looking back on this, knowing what she said, like looking at all these videos, the fact that he has like 6 videos of just lady gets hypnotized in an adult rated show. That's the title of it. You know what the title of one of the other ones is? It's called Naughty Dancers, very adult, very erotic, all caps, very
YouTube, what are you doing? Take that shit down. Put that shit on
Cancel Michael Oddo.
Yeah, I'm fine with him being canceled.
It's also funny because I don't know, he's using like very much like old person not knowing how to use social media, like where he has like one clip where it's like the same thing. It's like people on their hands and knees like, you're a horny little piggy, except one of the women is just not hypnotized at all on stage. And actually I won't play it, but like what happens is like,
so you watched a lot of these videos
to prepare. The one I sent was like the just the best one in terms of like representing the entire show. It's just it's him talking dirty to his hypnotized participants,
these little piggies.
But basically this woman in this video, all the people are on their hands and knees, and then he tells all of them to like go fuck their chairs, and she's just like, okay. She just gets off stage. But not only that, I'm thinking like maybe her boyfriend is up on stage or someone she knows. Like he's also like, I think he's sort of in a trance, but like not like doing anything. Like, so she comes back on stage and tries kicking him in the balls to like snap him out of it.
What the fuck? Why is that your first instinct?
I mean, don't worry.
It's a good shock.
It's a good way to get someone out of the trance.
I also feel like a slap to the face. It should be the first. Like I go that one first.
Yeah, but she's getting back on stage and he's like trying to get this guy out of the trance.
Was the trance just like you have balls of steel? They are so heavy.
They're so heavy. You have buff children. They will never succumb to any injury.
Yeah.
But he titles this video, which is just so funny, like kicked in the balls baby too much for YouTube.
Baby too much.
Kicking the balls, too much for YouTube. Woman topless humping her chair in a questionable form of consent. That's all right.
Yeah, it's chill. You know, it's chill.
Yeah, but it's just funny. He says like too much for YouTube. Like, have you seen what's on YouTube? There's dead people on YouTube.
Yeah, no. What's his face showed that dead body?
Logan Paul showed a dead body.
But you know, if a woman shows how to give a mastectomy.
Yeah,
mammogram. That's too much. Do you see those areolas, Peter? That's too much for young eyes.
Yeah, I checked out this guy's website a little bit too. I can pull it up again. But what was funny about his website is that he talked about like where I'm available, and he lists like
Toledo, Ohio, other Toledo, Ohio.
He lists like every single city in America. Like every city in every state being like, here's where I'm available. I'm like, you could just say available anywhere.
Contact information available here. Like I don't know. I don't like people. I hate guys like this.
I mean, at this point, it's just creepy.
Yeah.
Like hypnotism, you can have some fun with it, but like doing like an adult
at least do hypnotism properly. Go to a bank, hypnotize the teller to give you all the money. Like become the Riddler. That's what you should be. You should be a Batman villain.
That won't get you Me Too. That's fine.
Yeah, nothing sexual. Just rob banks with your
just having
superpowers.
like a raunchy hypnotism. Like again, if everyone knows what they're getting into, I guess it's all right. But if it's just like,
everybody's consenting, but it's like.
It's like, oh, I brought the whole family to this. It's like,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just gonna watch my mom hump the fuck out of a chair,
get topless and hump a chair. That's what you want.
That's probably what happened to some people. There was one in one of those videos. There was like an old lady.
Yeah, it was definitely like people were like, oh, this will be funny, ma.
Yeah. I mean, some people were. One of them, like people were like, "What the fuck?" But most of them, people seem to be enjoying it. But it's just here's some testimonials for comedy magician hypnotist Michael Oddo. All the ladies present had a delightful time and truly enjoyed your show.
Why does it have to be ladies? He specifies.
That's the problem. Like
it's always when they're like
he's not doing a good job making himself not seem like a creep.
When anyone specifies ladies, I get creeped out.
Yeah, it's never a good thing when he's just
There was a guy who slid into my DMs asking for the names of all the female comedians that are on a show with me, and
fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm blocking you. That is not. He's like, there's a friendly way of going about it. Just be like, oh, hey, what was the name of that one comedian? I thought she was really funny. My girlfriend really liked her. Again, be better at being a creep. You know, like just like go the extra level. Think about it.
I don't think he even said female comedians. I think he said females.
Yeah, he
said females.
Well, I was just doing to tell people, in context, the name of the females. I just said female comedians, so people understood what I meant.
Right, but yeah. I mean, female comedians is fine, but when you say females, I don't get people who use females as a noun. Like that just sounds so derogatory.
These females.
Hey, females. you wanna suck on my long song?
There was another really creepy guy last night at fucking Olives. Shocker to no one.
Yeah, shocker to no one.
Yeah, hey, this guy. I don't know. Like, guys, it's not hard to be a creep and get away with it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a great review from someone everyone knows. Lindsay Flanick, John Carroll Student Union. We really enjoyed your show. That's it.
Fair.
Like he has so many testimonials. You didn't have to add that.
I'm sure he just asked people, friends and family.
Oh no, he bolded really though, so they really enjoyed it. you know this person came.
Yeah. You know they did.
Yeah. Actually, one of his videos too, he does like, and this is like a classic move, I guess, from Hypnotist, where he has like the guys like give birth and the women have to help them. It's like, oh, you're giving birth, you're going through labor. And in the description of the video, he also said like, I also do like hypnotherapy for women in childbirth.
All right.
So this guy's a jack of all hypno trades. I think on his like bio, he talked about like doing like, oh, I can help you stop smoking.
That's a big one for hypnotists. Like,
it's like. Yeah, I mean that's using your power for good.
Yeah, like that's good. That's a good way to
It's like, I mean, his accolades is like, I can help you stop smoking. I can help you with any vice. I can help you get better study habits, pay more attention, and I can help you come. Like those are all of his.
Those are his things. Hey, are you impotent? Can't get your wife pregnant, dude?
Yeah,
I'll put you in a trance. Next thing you know, your wife will be pregnant.
Next thing you know, you'll be a fertile man.
Yeah,
just jizzing left and right.
Just ropes and ropes and rope-a-dopes.
Mm-hmm. All I can say is wow.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I mean, like, the thing is, like, you usually put these if you know who this person is, but I don't know who Lisa Kussner is, but I don't know Toledo. Maybe that woman's well known in Toledo.
Let's see. Kamala Harris dropping out of presidential race. This person says, good riddance. RIDDENS.
What, just on Facebook?
Yeah, just first thing I saw when I popped on Facebook. I'm like, people, it's not hard to double check. A red line appears on most devices at this point if you fuck up a word that badly.
That's true.
Good riddance.
I just don't get the. That's what I find most entertaining about just Facebook comments in general. It's just like, you don't have to have anything at stake in this. Like, you really just don't have to just.
Yeah, you don't have to post anything on there.
You don't have to. You think happy people are on Facebook?
I don't know.
They're
what
on the
MSNBC
Facebook page.
Yeah.
No, happy people are in the woods by the mountainside.
Yeah,
in a cabin in like Norway or something.
Brooklyn creeks going by.
Yeah,
like they're fishing. Like they're free.
That's a happy person has not ever been on Facebook. They don't know what Facebook is.
No. I think of my dad. My dad's not on any social media, and he's doing much better than most.
Oh yeah, no, it's like
that's the way to be.
It's crazy. Just, I mean, I'm trying my best.
I just want to get big enough that I don't need social media. That's the dream.
That is true.
Like that. If I get to the point where I can just be like, people will just come to my website or something.
Yeah,
like that'd be great. I can delete. Facebook's the first one to go. I don't hate Instagram.
You know, that is true. I feel like if I did get big, I would never be on Facebook.
Yeah,
because there's just nothing.
Facebook's my first thing I'm deleting. And then
you gotta, like, as soon as you start getting big, like, you get all those friend requests from people. You'll get like a bunch of messages from people.
Oh, people message me now, and I'm like, what the?
Hey, is this Sean Barry?
No,
I just want to say you're fat.
Thank you for
also, I enjoyed your special.
Thank you for listening to 2 Mike Minow, episode 45.
Episode 345.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the fucking lap band done next year and just see what people think.
The what?
Yeah, the lap band. It's where they basically tie a rubber band around your stomach and to shrink it so you lose all the weight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not something I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is that safe?
I have no idea.
Okay,
we'll find it. Actually, no. There's another. I guess comedian person who's in the comedy scene. Sort of. He got it done because he was triple my size, and now he's smaller than me, and he got it done.
Right. So for him, it would be like an extreme thing.
Yeah, he was on the verge of being on my 600-pound life. Like that's but I saw pictures of it. I love pictures of really fat people getting skinny. I don't know why. I look at them all fucking
something to look forward to.
Inspiration. I'm fine. Like I look at other people, I'm like, I'm doing better than you.
That's true.
I'm like,
Sean is the hottest fat guy I know.
Goddamn right. I just want to lose like 30 pounds just to look good in some pictures. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. Get JT Anderson to shoot me on stage because I like the way he shoots.
Yeah.
Because I can't shoot myself.
Someone made a post in Comedy Complaints that I thought was funny. It was just like when you're just absolutely eating it on stage, and some unofficial photographer starts taking pictures of you.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Where it's just like, that's like, actually my current Instagram photo is like the photo you took.
Yeah, well, I think you
at White Plains.
I think you bombed that shit.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible. But I was just like, I like that better than the one at Lucy's, so I'm gonna like use that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So
it's a good pick for. It's the best. I did that with Dave Namery sometimes, enemy of the podcast. Where I'll take his picture and be like, wow, look at him in front of 100 people, but you can't see the audience. And I'll tag it that way.
I love that too. Like you did that with Frankie too.
Yeah, just
Frankie Becerra killing it for a packed audience.
Yeah. Well, people get, that's all social media is about knowing how to lie correctly.
Just lying correctly. It's like I forget every now and then like how fake social media is, and I'm just like thinking like, I bet you're not as happy as you are. See, I bet you're a miserable little person just like everyone else.
I see that too, and then other times I'm like, and people post pictures of them sad, and I'm like, this is somehow worse than the fake happy ones. Like this is just like you have the process of taking a sad picture of yourself and writing a sad caption and then posting it.
Well, what are they sad about?
I don't know. There was some I can't talk about it. I was just like, what the
That's
fuck?
fair. That's fair.
I'm like, what? You're
actually,
like,
we'll
what the
offer this
fuck's
service
wrong
now.
with you?
If you want to talk shit about comics without the repercussions of them knowing who you are, send us some DMs.
Yeah, send us, please. If you want to just talk shit about any comics, just let us know.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, we'll cast. If you want us to do an investigative report like we did with Bomb Squad and like we did with Michael Oddo, we'll do. Wait, let me see this. I mean, I can't read it.
Okay. Yeah. I remember, like,
we're gonna reveal this person.
Yeah, but she just took a sad photo of herself.
I mean, that's so like that is because that's even faker.
Yeah, that's so much like
because if you're sad, you're not gonna like be like, oh, I'm gonna take a filtered photo of me at a good angle.
Like people will literally take like post videos of themselves crying on YouTube.
I've never seen this before.
I see. Like you do these deep dives on Hypnotist. I'll do like beauty vloggers.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't follow those at all.
I don't follow. I search them out every time I need to pick me up, and their mascara's running because they got into a fight over some bullshit with another beauty vlogger. And these people are insane. These people are fucking psychopaths.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just fucking teach me how to do some fucking nightshade.
Just teach me how to blush my cheeks.
Yeah. And it's the ugliest. I genuinely haven't cried.
I just
In a decade.
Those emotions are so personal. Like, why you don't have to do that?
It's okay to be sad. Everyone knows that. I don't know why you feel the need to post about.
You don't need to
telling people it's okay to be sad. Just be sad, and guess what? Then you get over it. That's how emotions work.
Then again, some of those videos get a lot of views. Like the video,
they do.
People have you seen the video that Mr. Brightside playing while parents are getting a divorce or something like that?
That's funny. I'd watch that.
I actually don't know. I've only seen it once. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's just like a picture of like some child's bedroom, and Mr. Brightside's playing. You just hear downstairs be like,
that's fucking. That's great. That is wonderful.
That's gotten like a lot of views.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. All right. Is that it we have for this week?
I think we do. I'm trying to think if there's anything about.
No. Only other thing is to go to our show. That's the biggest thing for me.
Oh yeah, please do. I'm serious though. Like again, like we are really proud of this lineup.
They're very really funny comics. We really want people to see them that wouldn't get a chance to see them otherwise.
Yeah, and if you've been. No matter how long you've been listening to us, if you just started listening, if you've listened forever, which you probably haven't.
Yeah.
But if you just enjoy the show or you enjoy the two of us, just
enjoy it.
It would mean a lot to us if you just came out.
We will personally thank every single person for coming out.
If you just came out.
Thank you. It would be the world to us because we want to be able to keep doing this. We love this is like this is what we dream about doing. Like we like putting on comedy shows as much as we like doing the podcast, and being able to do it like and help it grow would be awesome.
It's a $10 cover, which is very good for the area.
Better than everywhere, honestly. A lot of places will charge $20. There was a show over the weekend up in Florida, New York that was $25.
Where the fuck is Florida, New York?
Exactly.
I keep seeing that. I think someone keeps sharing Florida.
They're the same thing, probably. But like $10 is a good comedy show price. The comedians are fantastic. We're gonna do our best to put on a great show.
Yeah. Sean and I will do a little double act, and
then we'll both do a little time ourselves.
I think. Are we gonna like chug a beer to see who goes first?
I think we're gonna chug a beer. We're gonna chug a beer. And then spoiler, I'm probably gonna go first.
Sean will host, and then I'll host, and then we'll bring on our headliner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also just a reminder, like we're doing our next recording is going to be live.
Yeah,
and you can go to that too, and that's absolutely free.
Free live show.
So if you're available that afternoon, you're going to our show. Please come down to our live show too. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all right, other than that, this was another episode of
Two Mic Minimum.